I'm going to show you how to make an ice farm design that works in Minecraft 1.16 and above with automatic reset, automatic collection, takes almost no time to build, very few resources. Let's do it now. Don't you go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, in my Minecraft farm tutorial series. Ice. There are so many uses for it in Minecraft, whether it is blue ice, packed ice, or just normal ice. It speeds up item transportation systems without having to use lots of hoppers. It allows you to make a basalt generator in the overworld, and it means you can travel really fast in the overworld and on the nether roof. But sometimes it can be quite hard to find, and in its packed and blue variations it can be quite a finite resource. It's really easy, however, to make a farm out of it. And you don't have to do it in just one type of biome. You've actually got quite a lot of choices. For example, you could make it in a frozen ocean. Maybe you'd like to put it into a snowy tundra. Maybe you've got an ice spikes nearby. But often, the easiest place to do this is in the mountains. But do make sure in the mountains you are doing this above the Y level 95-ish, where the snow starts, because if you don't, even if you're in the mountains, your water just don't freeze. I'm going to make this one up in the mountains because I'm able to clear a nice big space, although you can do that in some of the other biomes as well, and it means I can access a lot of other areas at the same time. And normally, mountains, they're more plentiful, they're a lot less rare than some of the other biomes. I'm up above Y100, so I know that the water is going to freeze beautifully. This is what you're going to need for this build. One normal piston, one wooden button, one redstone torch, one piece of gravel or sand, 2 buckets of water, 2 chests, 1 hopper, 1 block of glass, 60 structural blocks, 1 pickaxe. This must be a silk touch pickaxe, you can call it whatever you like. Oh, that one's got an interesting name. And optionally, 1 item frame. That is where you can store your pickaxe right next to your farm, so you don't have to worry about if it's in your inventory when you come to use it. Let's crack on. This is the area that you need. Along the left hand side, that is 10 blocks long. Across the top, that is 17 blocks long. Down the right hand side is 11, and then on the bottom you've got a row of 8, and then jutting out ever so slightly a row of 9, all in yellow. They're going to be wood. The blue areas is where we're going to put water. The red at the top left is where we're going to put a little bit of redstone. The green has got to do with the reset, and the purple has got to do with the collection. The brown in the middle, well, that's dirt. The first thing you're going to do is take your structural block. I have got spruce wood, but you could use cobblestone or any other structural block for that matter. Place it everywhere that we have got a yellow block right here. Starting here, it doesn't matter, you can start over the other side if you want to, and go all of the way around. You should have the complete outer edge of your farm right now. Next up, take out this entire row all the way across to the purple, like that, and then at the 2 purples and the one next to it, take out another 2. You want to come this side and place a double chest in there like that, and then in the back of that chest you want to throw in, using shift click, a hopper. Exactly like that. On top of that chest, place a glass block, and on top of that glass block, place another structural block just to enclose it in. You then want to place another structural block just there. If you want it to be oriented in the right way, put 2 in like that, and then place a bucket of water in there. That water should flow over that hopper there, so anything that comes into the stream will be collected and thrown into that chest. Because we've got this solid block here, that water will not freeze. That will stay liquid, and this will keep on flowing. The same principle is going to be applied to these other streams of water too. Come around to the other side of the farm, and where you've got this green square here, take out 2 blocks, place in a piston, and on top of that piston place in some gravel, so that gravel is now flush with the floor. Take out those 2 red blocks there and that one next to the piston. Leave this block here, you need that. Place a redstone torch on there. That will fire the piston. It will push the gravel up so as it is level with your row that goes around the side. Then place your wooden button here and pop it there like that. Keep that there and press it. You can see that allows the thing to drop and then raise back up again. I'll show you it again. It drops and it raises back up again. That is really important for the function of the farm. Take out that block there and get 2 more structural blocks and place 1 structural block on top of that. Leave that there, but you do need to place another structural block there, so as this all blocks, and there. We have got a continuous row of blocks all the way around the outside now. Now, to be able to finish this farm with the number of blocks that I said, you need to reclaim just a couple of blocks. Come along here, reclaim that corner block, reclaim that corner block, reclaim that corner block, reclaim that corner block, and reclaim this corner block. That means you can make this with 60 structural blocks. If you don't care, you can obviously leave the corners in. Believe it or not, we're actually nearly done. Place a structural block on top of that gravel block there like that, and then bring a row of structural blocks all the way across here, so as it meets but doesn't go over the edge, like that. And then come along on the other side and place a structural block on that corner, and structural blocks all the way along here. These have to be solid blocks, otherwise the farm won't work. Then get yourself a water bucket. Most importantly, place a water right in the corner there like that. Then place your other water 2 blocks away from it. That creates an infinite water source, and in the middle you can reclaim your water and then place another one next to it. Continue to reclaim your water, gather it, reclaim, gather it, reclaim, and you'll see there that you've got water running all the way to the edge of this block, exactly like that. And then similarly on this side, what I want you to do is on the block next to the gravel, really important, it's the block next to the gravel, place a water block, skip a gap, place another one, take it from there, and just similarly place water all the way along until you get it right into the last one. You will notice that you have only used 2 buckets of water to be able to do this all the way around. This farm is now ready to prime. So what we need to do is we need to come around the back and get the priming system going. That is dead easy. Literally press that button and you can see that all turns into source water blocks as a result of this dropping, these 2 water blocks joining together and creating a water source all the way across. Then this starts to freeze. It can take any amount of time, probably not that long, and then we're ready to do harvesting. So let's start going that. You can see it's already started to freeze there. This farm is completely frozen over now, and it took just under 20 minutes, which is a wee bit longer than I would have thought it would have done, but it is quite variable. The way Minecraft decides if water is going to freeze depends on a number of factors, and that includes a probability calculation made by the game. It basically gives it a chance of freezing. If it doesn't, it then has another chance and a few ticks later. So it can vary quite widely the amount of time it takes for things to freeze. We're going to harvest this ice now, and I'm going to show you the best way to do it and how much you get from a farm this size. You can see I have now come into survival mode because I'm going to pick up this funny named pickaxe in my hand. This is my Silk Touch pick, and I'm going to come all the way to this end of the farm, and then I'm going to mine the entire lot out, literally one piece at a time. And depending on what axe you've got will depend how quickly you can do this. This is a netherite pickaxe, so it's quite quickly. You can see the water starts to flow into the farm, but the water underneath those barriers hasn't frozen. And that's because those barriers are a solid barrier and the cold just can't get to the water. However, any water outside those barriers does freeze. So I'm just going to bash all of these out. Some of the bits you do pick up and the others get shoved into the collection chamber. And there you can see the entire load of ice has been farmed out. 7 pieces were picked up by me, which is absolutely fine. But if we look in this chest now, we've also got ice still flowing in. If I pop that ice in, we can have a good measure of how much we actually got when that stops ticking. So literally just over a stack and a half of ice in one run of the farm. And then we can just come along over here, come round to the back, press the button again, That will reset the farm once more. Get ready to freeze over again and do another run. You can then place your pickaxe back in the frame like that, so as it's there ready next time you need to go and get more ice. It's a dead easy farm, really. So this farm shouldn't take you more than a few minutes to build. It is super simple. The amount of resources it takes is very, very low. It's resettable and it collects the ice very, very automatically. As a result, you don't have to run around and collect all the ice yourself, and it saves you a load of time. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoyed them, and I will keep on making. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.